Good evening. Happy Friday. Again, thank goodness it's Friday. It is Friday. Lips are very chapped or dry. They're not chapped, they're just dry. This is LYS Beauty, the lip treatment oil in clear. Black owned brand, woman owned brand. So I was like, what did I have for lunch? Okay. I had oatmeal. That's what it was. I said that because my lips. I was just like, what is on my lips? I'm just trying to get them moisturized. That's all. I digress. I just had one moment today at work where somebody said something and I'm like, I am not going to respond in a group chat. So I was like, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond. So I did not respond. And because I was not in the office, it's like you couldn't see my face. Even if I was in the office, cubicles, you can only see eyebrows from here up. But I think my expressions, people know me, they would have understood that too. I only have sunscreen on, so any oiliness is just natural. Combo oily skin, sunscreen, and that is all. Okay, so tonight I am going to the Smoka 25th birthday thing, celebration. Smoka is SMOCA, so it's the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art in Scottsdale. I don't go to Scottsdale a lot, or if I do, it's not downtown Scottsdale because clubs busy. I ain't been to a Scottsdale club since early 2000s. Yeah. But I've been to this museum before, once before. Anyway, something to do. Friday night, something to do. So I'm gonna go. Do a little face. You know, get out of the house. Yeah. With that, but yeah, did not comment, respond. I was like, ooh, Black History Month too? No. We're not gonna be the angry Black woman at work. Microaggressions, things like that. I'm trying to think if this was even, no, but I've definitely experienced them. But I was just like, I'm not gonna be the angry Black woman. Keep my job. And I don't get angry. I had someone say my tone was sharp. I just say it kind of thing. I don't color code it or whatever like that. I wouldn't call it sharp, but somebody calling it sharp could be considered a microaggression, work or otherwise. So I've just had somebody say that. And I'm like, no, maybe you just have people who are too sensitive about things. And if somebody calls them out on, this is what you should be doing. Okay. If you call that me being sharp, it's not me being sharp. Me's like, okay, I need this to do what I need to do. I need you to do what you need to do. If I'm asking for that and you feel it's in a sharp way, I'm like, no, it's just very, maybe blunt. No sugarcoating kind of thing. The other dogs and whatever. Okay, let's get some started because I'm trying to keep them less than 40 minutes, these little things. So we're going with Danessa for priming. Oh, you know what I was going to do instead first? We can go with Danessa's beauty oil first. Screw. I don't want nothing to get on this dress. I want to cover it with the cape in a second. It's the same dress that I wore to the Mazapalooza or celebration I went to on, party I went to on Christmas Eve. I'm like, it's still slightly cold. It's like 57 degrees. It's going to drop to 53. I can get some more wear out of this before it gets hot, because it's gonna get hot in Phoenix. It rained all week. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Did not rain today. So before it starts to get hot, which is coming, I think in like not next week or the week after, it's supposed to be 70s. So before all that happens, I'll get this wear in with this dress. And it's a little thicker one, so I will definitely be fine with drop it down to 53 or 50. Yeah. I thought about wearing these boots with this dress, but I'm like, I'd walk from a garage, possibly, or parking. I'm still getting wearing these boots in. And usually it's like walk, sit, sit, sit kind of thing. And since it's like a gallery celebration or whatever, and it's an art museum, it's gonna be lots of standing. I don't want to be standing in these boots forever, unless I find someplace to sit, which I've been known to do that. Okay. So I know some people double prime. I just put the primer everywhere, even though I just start with my T-zones. But I put it everywhere. That's just me. And I'm looking like skin looking pretty nice right now. Now, because again, I don't want to get anything on this. So let's go like this. Put this towel on my lap. Because I could have worn something else. What I've been wearing earlier, my sweats, whatever. And then changed into it, but I didn't want to do all that. Okay. Let's powder and then spray. I'm trying to work it, especially my nose, because you know it doesn't stay on my nose. But maybe one day it used to, and I'm like, what did I used to do for it to stay in my nose? It's like it was a long, long time ago when that used to happen. Okay, I was just using. I'm setting my eyebrows. I did use a little concealer under my eyebrows. And whenever I do that, then I have to go and draw my eyebrows, the partial at the bottom again, because it ends up looking wonky and it's a whole ordeal. I'm like, that's why I don't do that often. And then I have on Danessa Myricks Beauty Color Fix in Nude 11. So that's what this brown right here. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put some more setting powder, loosen some more out. Usually I don't have to. I don't even know where the holes are because there's enough in the lid already, so I don't usually open it. So I'm now close that. That's Beauty Bakery. My Ipsy package just showed up. What was in there? The lipstick. I chose when they give you 5 items. You can choose one. I chose the lipstick. It looked like it was a nice shade. The other stuff, I'm like, I can't use. One of them is a blush, and it's peach. Mind you, you put in all your information, like your skin tone, things like that in there. I'm like, what makes y'all think I would want a peach blush? Yeah. So I'll be giving that away. I have a few Ipsy bags. I'm like, okay, should I just pause my subscription? Because I have a bunch of stuff I'm not going to use. Or shades. I'm like, that doesn't, no. Or nothing really good in there. So yeah. Let us spray. But yeah, that just showed up. I will pick that up maybe tomorrow. We are using, I know it's Black History Month, but we're using Makeup by Mario. in 25W. Reason why is because I've had the sample. I want to use the sample up, or just use the sample. And since I now have the universal shade in Danessa, I want to see how it holds up, the Mario holds up when I'm not adding extra pigmentation. And because it's about to get warm, and this side Mario is good for cooler months. When it gets hot, I can't use this at all. So that's why we're using it. Everything else, though, is primarily black beauty brands. And so she gave me a lot. So let's do this. Just because she gave me a lot doesn't mean I have to put a lot on my face. I know. I like to go to my January 11th or 12th of 2023 to see how it looked there. I did a similar thing, but used my Danessa tinted in 9. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. And so yeah, I just want to try it again because it's about to be too warm. I can't be doing a lot of using it to like buy a whole foundation. So we're gonna do the sample. And I'm getting low. Urban Decay. Did I mention that last time? All nighter, 25% off. So I got it, came in the mail this week. So I'm not using it till either that runs out or March. Most likely once that runs out. So this one is another shade, the 24. Is my shade, but it's also kind of lighter. So it blends in like on my neck very well. But this just ends up looking better, and I just use you know, concealer, whatever, to brighten. Because this matches more of my neck. The other one matches definitely for sure my chest. It just doesn't look. This even though this is darker, it just works better. And I know one of the beauty creators I follow, she likes to go darker with hers foundations, not her exact match, so she can lighten it and stuff too. And that's not necessarily always my goal, because like Makeup Forever just came out with a glowy foundation, and my shade would be the same as what it is in the non-glowy version, which is darker. And I definitely have to use lighter concealer to make that work. See, I like how it looks, but again, cooler months, I'd have to use it the whole winter to make it, you know, worth it. Because it's still, like I said, looks very nice. Like I said, I enjoy how this looks. We are going to just push it in, get any excess. If there's a good sale, maybe. We have sales coming up in like March and April. So I think it's like $42. I don't need more foundations, I don't. But you see how pretty it looks. So I'm just pushing it in and getting any excess. Maybe I'll see somebody at this thing. I don't know. Did I know? That's what I'm saying. I don't really like I'll say I'm interested in something. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going on Facebook and I don't really tell people sometimes what I'm going to do, because, you know, we have all separate lives and everything. Not everybody's into the same things. So, yeah. So we are using, we're going to start out with Juvia's Place I Am Magic Mini Concealer in 7. We're going to start out with this concealer, which is closer to my skin tone. So, because the camera looks different than how I'm seeing it, thanks to lighting. It's usually where I want to conceal. Just a little here. And I like, because you can still kind of, it's medium coverage, but I can still see a few little spots. My freckles, as I call them, or some would call age spots, so I can still see those. Okay. Let that dry down a little bit. It really won't take that long. And I really like this brush. I had gotten this on Amazon. It's the Energy 270 millimeter. And I just really like it because it has a slight slope. These little dents. It's really tiny. I really like this thing. It's just a bear to clean, which is why you don't see me use it that often. I used it the other day. If you see my Fenty, short Fenty kind of review, I used it the other day for that. Because this Juvia's Place, it really doesn't dry down. So we're just letting it set a little bit, and setting spray is going to help with that. So there you go. And I know normally I don't start under eye, but as you see, we just did that. So I was going to try to take a nap after work. Then I talked to my mother a little longer than I wanted to, and then I was going to lay down, and then my mind starts racing, and I was like, it's only been like an hour nap anyway. So I was like, okay, so instead I just lotioned, I rubbed shea butter on my legs, my feet, since I'm wearing open-toe shoes. And I need a pedicure, but I'm like, if it's dark, you should not be looking that close. Because the nail polish is still there. Okay, it's just a little, it's obviously starting to pull away from the nail bed. But again, you should not be looking that close on my feet. So it should be fine. At night, in a museum, art museum, at a celebration, my feet should be the least of your, what you're looking at. So I've never really used this foundation, concealer for spot. Usually use it as foundation, kind of, in place of foundation, but not really spot conceal on top of before. I might have to start doing that, because you see, it's doing pretty good there. To just conceal and not be brightening. Oh, when that girl's is texting, she just moved into this part of town, so she's already like, I'm like, ooh, I want to see your apartment. So, might begin and see. So she's close now. Yeah, I like that. To kind of just conceal, spot conceal like that. That looks good. I like that. And you could just see how it's hydrated right there and there. So you definitely know where that product is. I'm going to, we're not setting it, but I just want to blend it out a little bit. And I've seen people when they do the concealer, they never say if it's damp or not, because I know it's going to absorb some. So I don't know. I've only seen one person who actually had it not damp. Kind of blending it out there. And I'm not going to blend the edges like I normally would because we are not done with concealer. So there's that. And this one might be a little bit long. So we're going to go with, for the next concealer, not next concealer, next concealer actually. We're going to go with LYS, the Contour Bronzing Stick. And it's still, some of it's still stuck in there. I can see it right there. So, because we need to, also black owned. So we're not doing it directly on my face. Don't mind a little tinge. I just washed this last night and I'm like, I'm just gonna use it again anyway. Like twice this weekend. So it was clean. It's clean enough. It ran clear. It's just bristles. Be getting in those bristles. Let me roll it back down. I don't even be knowing when I put it on her. And then I'm going to my hand, because you see how much just came off of my hand. That's why. And I'm going to put some on this. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. So kind of. I was looking at something today where they were like placement of things. Whereas like contour should be under the cheekbone. Bronzer should be on top of the cheekbone, like actually on the cheekbone. I'm like, huh. Since I use bronzer to usually contour, you know I don't be following it. And I could be just doing this to place, which I realized because I have the sponge and I was going to use that to kind of blend. But honestly, I just forgot that and changed my mind. I still haven't watched the Grammys yet. I don't really watch shows anymore, award shows anymore. I wait for to hear the buzz and then I'll look up for the segment of what their speech was, what have you. Eventually it comes on Hulu and I could just watch it if I wanted to, but I haven't done that in a long time. Something that really caught my attention was Tracy Chapman. Like, I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s, so I know Tracy Chapman. So it's great that, you know, that she got such great reception from, you know, coming back out and performing her Grammy-winning Fast Car song with, what's his name, Luke Bryan? Because I know when I first heard the Luke Bryan song, and I was like, I know this song. I'm like, is this a country version? What the hell is this? I was one of the people, I was like, what's going on? And I know, oh, that's nice, that people, I guess, were definitely up in arms about. I was just like, I didn't hear about any of that. I was just like, what's going on? And of course, you know, I mean, he had to have gotten permission. But of course, you don't think about that. We're gonna take what's on here, maybe something that's on my hand. Nose. So I was like, you know, I didn't know the background where he heard that song as a kid and really respects Tracy so much and everything like that. And she got a country award because she wrote the song, obviously. And so just seeing the performance and seeing how beautiful she looks, her skin is great. She just looked great, you know. We haven't seen it in a long time, so I was like, okay. So that, I'm trying to find a video without watching the Grammys and trying to figure out where, so I could see the whole screen, their interactions or whatever, because the versions I keep finding are like a slimmed down version, like somebody used their phone. And so you only see her or you see him, but you don't see them both together. And just how so many people, like, you know, they cried and everything, were crying. I'm like, I want to see the whole performance, you know, with both of them interacting with each other. So, trying to find that. So I'm going to leave this on my hand for a little bit longer because concealer, I'm going to use Mented. Guess what? I popped out. I finally figured out how to pop out the inside because there's a whole lot left in here. So we are going to use that. So this isn't even a year old. I think certain things, you know, you can't keep forever, whatever. I know this looks messy, whatever, but without the top in there, but I was so happy and I figured that out. So we're gonna use this on the nose here. So I know I see people that do 2 different concealers, and I'm like, what are we doing here? You know, one regular one and then the Brighten. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna try that today. We're being artsy. We're gonna try things, and this one dries down way faster, so it's not gonna be a big issue. We're gonna use this. I'm gonna use that one. But yeah, I just want to see the real performance, the interaction, everything like that. But I'm just so happy for her, and people are like, where was she? Or think that she has to, like, she owes them something. It's like, I guess she just kind of came, did her performance, and she was out. It's like, she doesn't owe y'all anything. She came to help him out to do this performance. He brought her back in the spotlight, you know, whatever, but she can go back to wherever she was. It's like, she owes you nothing. The fact that people think that people owe them something, or celebrities owe them something, or Black women owe them something, and it's like, let us be, let people be. Sometimes it's like, no, we give you this, we're glad that you, I'm not celebrity, I'm just saying, we're glad that you appreciate and enjoy it and everything like that, but you should not have access to every single part of that person's life. So it's like, okay, I'm like, she chose to just go back to where she was, whatever, afterwards, after being out there on the stage, that's her right. It's like, I think this day of social media, everybody just feels you should have access to everything. And just, there was just, trying to find the video of the full performance was just agonizing, because there's so many think pieces about the performance. And I'm like, I want to actually see the performance. I don't care about what your views are about if she should have another album or do this or do that. That's up to her. She gave him permission to use the song. He did wonderful things with it. He brought Spotlight back on the song. She getting her money, whatever. It's like, it's like, respect her privacy and let's move on. So next week it'll be somebody else, I'm sure y'all be harassing about. And the fact that, I know people are so anti-Taylor Swift, but I'm like, she's just living her life. It just happens to be in the spotlight. It's like, focusing on her while during the performance, she was obviously moved and was enjoying the performance, got up watching, and of course cameras on her watching that. It's like, it's not about her, it's about the performance. But of course everybody makes it about her. It's not like her making it about her. Just like Super Bowl. Super Bowl is between those two teams. She happens to be dating someone on one of those teams, so cameras focusing on her all the time. That's the media. That's not her saying, focus on me. It's like, she should be able to go support her man at his job, what he does, which happens also to be in spotlight, without judgment. And yeah, she definitely gave them, the NFL, more viewership. But it's like, okay, when can y'all stop blaming her for everything and not think about, okay, it's the media doing it, social media doing it. Okay, yeah, I just went on a rant. I know this now. Well, I just obviously been thinking about these things. I'm just like, okay, so this is a little sharp. I'm gonna blend that a little bit more, but otherwise, I see that down there. It needs to be blended. Okay. And I'm like, what is that brush? Here's the brush I was looking for. The edges. So Somebody has a really huge truck, like a souped up truck here. So white, kind of looks like a Bronco. At night it's very loud. It's a diesel truck, obviously. Yeah. At night it's like, yeah. Okay. Okay, this brush. So we're going to kind of meet that a little bit more. Now that I put another layer. Blend the edges. And before I completely forget again, Saharan, actually no, this is Dahlia and the liquid. I'm gonna put it somewhere else on my hand. Put a very little. Is that enough? Actually, you know what? If I do that little right there, right there, I'm gonna put that away. I don't have a blush brush because we are using, I'm just gonna use a different side of this, so we're gonna just use this side. Let's see if that's enough. So that little bit, you can see some. It's not too crazy. So that's how little you need to put on there. If you're gonna put it on your face, I'd scrape it off of. So it's a little. And I'm gonna take a little bit that's on my hand because this doesn't dry down. It's not like Rare Beauty, it dries down. It stays moist. So yeah. I know I've done demonstrations before and I was like, oh, that's too much. And I calmed it down. But starting out, you see right there, I started out calm. So it is possible. Okay. Now I'm going to take what's on my hand. I'm going to use this. Just cut on the side, whatever's on here, because this is damp. And then kind of knead it a little bit and blend out these other edges. It's just been a weird work week, actually. So it's relatively calm. It's just, you know, a few instances I'm just like, it's nice and hydrated right there. Okay, we need a set, because I'm sure y'all like, she ain't set nothing, and it's this many minutes in. So we're gonna set now. So that's why I needed my hand. So I'm gonna do that. Then, it's a concealer side, that's a concealer side. Okay. So I have to go with more and then smooth it out into the thing. Creases. Through the nose. I'm really worried about creases up here. It's a forehead. Okay, 6. I want to leave about 6:10, 6:15 to take 30 minutes to get there. And after 6, less rush hour traffic. Okay. Wipe it from the side. And now let's set bronzer or contour with the bronzer. I don't have that brush. Are we using this brush? Thank you. I need that brush. Sounds like something. It's like I need that brush. I can't use a sponge for everything. Oh, you know what I wasn't gonna use it? Danessa. I was like, why am I missing a brush? So I didn't need to get up. Because Danessa's brush can do everything. And apparently, Juvia's Place has a setting spray coming out. It's on trend mode. And I saw this watching Tatiana's tutorial on the new Makeup Forever Glowy foundation. And she had gotten the new setting spray. And there's a new kind of foundation highlighter type thing. It looks like the e.l.f. or the Charlotte Tilbury filter or the e.l.f. filter one. It looks like that. So the new complexion product. She said this in her video, so I looked it up on Instagram and I'm like, what? One, I don't need the foundation or complexion product. But I was just literally thinking this morning, why doesn't Juvia's Place have a freaking setting spray? Because they have so many other things. It's like, if you want to do a video with strictly all Juvia's Place, they have a foundation. I haven't bought it because the one I would buy would be the Radiant one. And I don't need it, even though it'll be going on sale. It's definitely Radiant. I have the blushes, obviously. I have the foundation, bronzer, obviously, and eyeshadows, blush, things like that. But they need a setting spray coming out. Of course, I have to wait to find out, you know, how good it is at, you know, setting and forget it kind of thing. I know that's an 80s reference. So, just that. And then let's set the blush. I'm gonna go with the Saharan. We're gonna Neo there. And I think I'm wearing Neo tomorrow as well. So, if y'all be like, didn't you wear that yesterday? Yeah. Look, whose motorcycle was that? Okay. And then, since I have this here, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Little bit of that. It's probably patchy because I had Danessa's on there earlier. These have names the other day. I'm gonna have to put that in my details. All else fails, use your fingers. I did eyeshadow once just using Q-tips. I may have mentioned it before. Sorry, this is gonna be a long one. you're still here, I appreciate you. Comment saying, damn, Andrea, that was a long one. Whoa, what the hell is that noise in the background? It's somebody's freaking car. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz while I do all this. Since I'm here, I might as well just go ahead and put the middle right there. You know how they put it in a little tear duct area. I'll cut it first. The lip bar again. I didn't hit the part where I broke it last time because I kept doing it. Eyebrows look nice. Not perfect. But they look nice. I'm liking this look. Okay, let's spray. I'll leave this right here for a reason. My neck is wet. That's why whenever you see me take that long, it's because my neck is wet. What did I put on this bottom part? I don't remember. Actually, I don't think I did. I used to side. I'm not putting anything else on here. Just in case it looks shiny. So I'm going to try this. This is the lip bar as well. It will be in the description. I thought I had... Let's flip. So it's kind of going in the waterline. Some people do this and it's really weird how they do it. Actually, I was supposed to rub it on my hand first. So that will probably... give me raccoon eyes because I didn't rub it on my hand first and let it dry. I'll do a little bit on top. A little bit on the bottom. Thing is, yep, let me do this real quick because it dries down very fast. So for me to do what I wanted to do, I'm gonna do it real quick. Just kind of smoking it out is what I'm doing. Motorcycle maybe? Okay, let's do the other eye. When I did the waterline, the bottom one for the, when I did kind of the whole eye, they say it makes your eyes look smaller, and it did. And then they also say if you're over a certain age, Also, don't go all the way over. Just go a little bit, like a third. So many rules. It's easier to do this eye than this one. And stop blinking. Okay, now I'm gonna go across the top. Just a little. So I was looking for my mirror, which is back there. I was gonna bring it up here, but obviously I did not. But by tightlining, kind of helps if you put false lashes on. I'm not doing that today. I'm just blinking a lot. So I'm not doing as good a job as I wanted to because I'm blinking a lot. Okay, so the lip bar and straight out of Patience. Timely. I haven't used this in a while, but now I have. Because I was like, why should I get a new, like a black one or whatever, by a different black beauty brand when I have one? I just haven't really known how to use it before, so that's why I haven't really used it. And then me doing that, I am going to real quick, just a little Dahlia. I had a smaller one. I was going to bring the smaller one out. Honestly, I did not. A little pop of color there. Other than brown. Okay. And because I sprayed my face already, I'm going to take a little of this one. I can't use that one. I just realized I'm looking at the deep one. That's why I'm like, I can't see. And that was more than I wanted. Let's put on Cupid's bow. Okay. So do that after you have sprayed and everything. I am going to that was just a lot right there. I was like, no. Yeah, this video is definitely longer than I wanted it to. Because I'm doing things I wasn't doing before. All right, let's again, it's not supposed to rain till tomorrow. On the east side, like Scottsdale, it rains almost all the time. So if there's no forecast for it to rain, then I should be good with this mascara. It's just not waterproof. It's long wear. They all say long wear, but It's not waterproof. I think it's by doing the eyeliner, like some of my little lashes are a little wonky right now. Not popping like I would want them to pop. Okay, we're almost done. Then let me do this real quick. Imagine I was going to do a special, that would take way longer with this video. Okay, I'm going to do liner and night. Sometimes when people close or slam their car doors, it's like you feel it in the building, so it tells you something is not very stable. How thin the windows are. So this is just a soft brown. I wanted a lip liner, but a soft brown now. Nothing too sharp. I'm trying to figure out where that is. The noise I was just hearing. Okay. Makeup by Mario. It goes with Mario foundation. We had to wear Makeup by Mario lippy. Couldn't wait till we were no longer in Black History Month. Just want to go with the foundation. And other than doing the one video showing how it looked, I have not worn this. So I wanted to wear it. This is a good time to wear it. So, and this is what I'm gonna do, because I'm looking. I'm going to, it looks fine. So I blotted, and then I'm gonna use that. Let's do a little of this. I'm gonna wash this brush. Usually I use a different brush. So, make sure I put that somewhere while we, so, the way you just set it, and then I'm gonna put some more on. Again, and then I see one little, so this is what I'm going to do. Is that a baby or is that a cat? Because you know some cats sound like babies. Concealer brush. Earrings, created by Devo. I put them in wrong. And black owned, local Phoenix. I'm sure they're gonna be at something tomorrow, function tomorrow. Usually at the farmer's market type things, or any artsy type thing. Don't quote me on that, but created by Devo, DVO on Instagram. So if you want to check out this stuff in person or on the social media, you can. And with that, we are ready to go help celebrate the Smoker 25th birthday celebration. Have a good night.